crazy, bro.
Bro, turn on your camera, man.
Yeah, bro.
Bro, you're still in the car, man.
Still driving, bro.
Bro,
I
that's
mean,
crazy, man. Bro, I didn't know you could drive.
what the hell, bro?
Bro, like you never even drove once, like when we were together, like you know, back in the days.
Oh, back in the days, yeah, bro. What do you mean, bro? Yo, you
Okay,
know what happened? I
yeah,
was so unlucky not to be driving that side because I used to drive since I was 15, bro.
yeah, no. Okay, for the record, this is my first video on YouTube now, man. Like my YouTube name is called The Oliver's Podcast. And please subscribe and like and give a thumb up. Like
That's good. That's
literally,
good.
yeah, that's good, man. I'm gonna post this video, man. Bro, but like
Yeah.
I'm still remember, like I still remember you told me like you couldn't even figure out like we were like in the driving test. Remember the story you
Mhm.
told me? You couldn't even
Yeah,
start the
yeah.
car, man.
Yo, bro. That for me was the most unlucky day ever, bro.
And it
You
was
know,
raining, right?
yeah, like the worst part of it, it wasn't just that it was raining, man. It was because uh when we when I think 3 hours before I had to write or to do my test, um my brother was like, snap, my rear mirror is broken. They won't allow you to go into the test with the car like this, with a car like this. So I was like, okay, let me just phone a friend. So I phoned a friend that had it like a brand new car, and the car is like super modern, man. And in order for you to switch on the car, you have to actually press buttons, bro. And I wasn't even familiar with that at the time. I was like, what the fire, man? So the driver instructor or whatever, the people that are there to see if we're gonna pass or whatever, judges. She was like, what? You cannot even move the car. What's going on with you, man? I'm like, no, yeah. I literally just had to learn how to drive that car on the spot, bro.
Okay, okay. Now, how about like to introduce you to my audience, like as you like you know, my very first guest, Floyd. What you do? Like,
Yeah.
what do you? What's your
Mm.
professional? Like, what do you do? What's your like background and all the stuff? Just introduce
Yeah.
yourself.
Hello, everybody. I'm Floyd, the most random dude ever on earth. The reason why I would say random is because I do pretty much everything. Right at
Like,
the moment, I work as a social media manager and at Floyd's Media, which is pretty much my company. So I do work with different companies locally here in Angola. So I would create their contents on social media, and then I also shoot videos, edit videos, and all this kind of stuff. So I'm a content creator as well, and also I do run my own farm in Angola, which is something very different from my original thing, you know. So yeah, I'm a guy that does pretty much everything. Yeah.
yeah, I can second for that, man. He's the most random guy you could ever met on this planet, man. He's just too random sometimes. And
Yeah.
I will link your Instagram account at the end of the video, and then please everyone just like you know, give a follow, whatever, you know, like just help each other out. And I
Or
want to ask you like so like I know you like you know back in the days, but like we were from the same high school as well. But like
yeah, yeah.
what made you just choose to you know like studying like choose to study like drawings and arts like in general like what made you
Oh,
to do that? Yeah.
that's a good question, actually. So I moved to South Africa with with a plan of actually being a civil engineer. Can you hear a lot of noise or
No, it's fine. No noise.
is it fine? Oh, snap, I think you guys. Oh, Masita. What about what? Just put the things off.
Okay.
It's good. Let's go. Yeah, so
Did they just disappear? Let me just call him. Okay, this guy just randomly disappeared. That's why he's the most random guy on the planet Earth, literally. So Lala just gave him a minute to join it in.
it's good.
Okay, literally as you were disappeared, I was literally explaining like this is like one of the form that you're being random, like randomly just disappear, like.
Uh, Crazy, dude. Yeah.
So yeah, so tell us like what made you to do that, man?
Yeah, so basically I always wanted to be an architect and I always liked drawings and things like that, you know. It was something that I did very naturally. And because of that, I was like, oh, let me just go to South Africa because I know that studying in South Africa is way advanced in comparison to study here in my country. So I was like, okay, believe it or not, because a lot of South Africans actually like to to say that the studying in South Africa is actually is nothing. Mamajita. Yeah, so disculpame. Sorry guys. My mom is just on the background also having a phone call. But yeah, so I went to South Africa to get a better education. And because I knew that they are very good when it comes to architecture, civil engineering, things that have to do with drawing houses and executing them as well. So I went there, bruv, and funny enough, I went to Abbotts, where my brother also studied. And yeah, and when I realized that they had art in their program, I was like, yo, I have to join. Yeah, and this is how I actually end up doing it, bro.
So you just gave up your like a dream, like being an architect, and like turning to like being a
Oh
like
no,
more like
no.
full-time arts, like
No,
artist.
actually what happened was because architect basically being an architect, you are literally an artist that draw houses. So I wanted to have more of a background understanding of art, all sorts of arts, in order for me to actually be a good architect. You know, that was
Okay.
my main idea.
So
So I
you
did
were
that. Yeah,
yeah, you were mentioned that your parents want you to be like a civil engineer,
yeah,
but
that's true.
you just betrayed them. You're just like no,
Nah,
you didn't follow your
nah,
brother's
literally,
path.
nah. Actually, I betrayed myself, man. Yeah, because I mean, during the times that I was in South Africa, I was very crazy, man. I used to do a lot of house parties and all this crazy stuff, man. And I used to host all of them at my house or the house that I was living in at the time. Um, and I remember that, yo, bro, I wasn't even focusing at school. I was getting bad grades and stuff. And because of that, I wind up doing something totally opposite of what I planned to. Because when I applied at some university, they were like, "Bro, you see here, man. Like, do you remember that? I think it's SMBTs or whatever. What is the name
Yeah,
of that
yeah,
test?
yeah, yeah. It's SMB, like MBT. Like I forgot the stuff. It's like two
Yeah,
exams that you need to write. You need to write
exactly,
for be able to be enrolled into universities. Like literally, it's
exactly.
like a math part and reading part.
SMBTs,
Yeah, yeah,
SMBT, like, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
SMBTs. Yeah, yeah. It's like a math part, and the other one is like more like a reading and analysis part. Yeah,
Exactly.
I wrote that.
Yeah.
I wrote those two exams as well. Like, yeah,
Is it?
yeah.
No, I even didn't go there.
For the record, who don't really know the house party that he hosted, like
Mm.
basically I met him like through like basically in a house where Bernie and Anna, those
Yeah, yeah.
two are the house owners, and I met him like because they literally just moved from their old house to the new house, which literally just like a few blocks away. And in
Oh,
that
yeah,
house,
yeah,
yeah, they used to host a party like crazy.
yeah, yeah.
Like, I remember he
I
told
don't
me the
even know
story
how
that
come.
you
I don't
told me
know how
this.
come they trusted us to move in, man. Because
Yeah,
me,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. That
And I
was
used to
crazy, bro.
remember he hosted the party too much. I think you just randomly posted on Facebook and then tell everyone,
Mm.
oh, okay, there's a party and you guys want to join us, just come tonight. And
Yeah,
then
yeah,
where just too many people joined, and then you guys
yeah.
just like successfully like caused the cops' attention, and then they just came and they just warned you. Or they just wanted to join you guys, eh? I forgot, like.
No, bro, that was a crazy situation, man. At the time, I was 16, and we host this party. Just like you said, like we put the our address on Facebook, which is a worst place for you to like you'll get all sort of crazy people to the party, man. So, and I didn't know that because one of my friends is the one who did the crazy thing, bro. Is the one who had the crazy idea of actually putting my address at the on Facebook. So we went there. We did a party, and funny enough, I think there was, well, I don't know. I don't want to lie now because I don't know the exact number because we couldn't count.
Yeah,
Like, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. But I believe that there was probably over like 150, bro. Like, yeah,
damn.
it was like the party was crowded, bro. Crowded, and we had the 2 yards, the one in front of the house and the other one at the back. So we packed the whole, like the backyard, the front, and also the whole house, man. And yeah, the house was pretty much, yeah, packed, bro. And we were having the party, and I remember that it got to a point where everything was just, bro, everything was just chaotic. And we were like hiding our TV. We were hiding the pots and stuff inside of the rooms because we knew, bro, like we don't know like half of these people that are at the party. I mean, there's like probably over 75 people that we didn't know, bro, because most of them that let's say probably um let's say probably 60 people we probably knew, but the rest we didn't, bro. They were just like crazy people there. So we were afraid, man. Like I started hiding stuff inside of my room and lock it up.
That's
And
crazy.
yeah, bro, it was extremely crazy, bro.
So
And
from
then I just
that,
know, uh-huh.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I just know that then after 1 hour the cops showed up and everybody was drunk. I was the only sober because I don't drink. So I was the only sober and I had to respond to the cops, bro. And they were like, "Who's the responsible?" here. I was like, oh wow, it's me, bro. And I was
So
16 at the time, bro.
that
So I
was
was there.
crazy. That was
Yeah,
crazy.
it's
So
crazy.
from that incident, what do you think the biggest
Mm.
difference, or do you think there's a difference between South African people and Angola people? Do you think?
Ooh, yeah, yeah. I'd say chilling with South Africans, they like is very good. I'd say that the biggest difference is that here in Angola we only do in like hang out with people we know. But in South Africa, like I mean, I put my stuff. They put my address at the on Facebook. People like randomly were like, "Oh, let's go there." I mean, you don't do this here in my country, you know. But back in South Africa, people just showed up, and funny enough, is like people there they would vibe with whoever they would encounter at the party, even though they never met each other previously. They'll just like start talking to each other. If it's a guy or a girl, they would like yeah do something or whatever. But yeah, but you don't see
Yeah,
that here. Mm.
yeah, I had the same feeling when I was in South
Yeah.
Africa as well. Like we don't really do that in my country as well. Like you don't really put
Mm.
like a random address on whatever social media platform and then expect people to just come. You know.
Exactly.
Whereas in South Africa, you just like you would just expect some random people just showed up.
Mm.
And then
Either.
just act like your best friend or something, just showed up and talked to you.
I tell me a little bit in China. How is it like? Do you guys ever have, let's say, house parties and stuff?
Oh yeah, definitely. But
Mm.
also like we just hang out with the people that we know, like we know really
Mm.
well, and we
Mm.
invite them to the house, and
Mm.
we have some I would say the difference is that the drinking culture is a little bit different. More like
Mm.
for the older generations in China, they were more like drinking not even beer. They're drinking like brandy, they're drinking like a vodka type of
Is
stuff.
there?
It's like
Oh wow.
with alcohol like 46 like percent. And then they're drinking in a shot. Like they
Never. I
just
see. See.
and then during the summertime, literally they just shirtless and then drinking that. Like for the older
Is there?
generation, yeah. But
Oh
for
yeah.
more like our generations, I don't think
Mm.
there isn't much of like drinking culture. It's more like
Mm.
I don't know. Nowadays everybody's just addicted to their phone and
Oh wow.
more chilling, more like a game. Like maybe like a
Mm.
PS5 or like just chatting around or like
Like.
making food together or like we going out more often like
Mm.
having like a nice meal together as well. But not
Mm.
like a South Africa. I feel like every time I'm chilling with South African friends, the only thing is like
Mm.
okay, so this is the party we're gonna have, and then we're gonna braai, and then I'm gonna go to the shops, gather beers, ice,
Mm.
and wood. Then
Yeah.
the party started. That's all. Like I
Yeah.
guess I'll meet. That's yeah,
Uh,
you get what I'm saying.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
It
that's
was
the
very easy
difference.
and chilled. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And
Interesting.
for I want to ask you the other thing is about when you came to South Africa when you were 16, right?
Yeah.
So how do you feel there is a lot of benefits or do you gain a lot of stuff from when you were in South Africa that helped you to shape your career or shape your state of mind like
Mm.
as you are now? Do you think like is there any benefit for that?
Mm. You mean my mindset?
Yeah, your mindset,
Yeah.
your like like point of view of your life,
Mm.
all sort of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, your beliefs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd say that. Yeah, it's true. Well, my money is somewhere else. But yeah, I would say that yeah, that definitely shaped a lot my mindset and my beliefs and how I now conduct myself. Um, I'd say that South Africa, going there very early, it was really good, but at the same time, it was also very weird and difficult in the sense of I had to adapt to a new reality. I had to leave behind all my friends and everybody I knew um, in the past. But Mamacita, Mamacita, tudo uma reunião, tudo uma reunião, tudo. Eu desliguei, posso ligar a luz, moda. Yeah, so sorry guys. So I had to literally learn a new uh a new reality, So by doing so, I literally had to almost like adapt because um teenagers are rough, man. You cannot just go into their group. Sorry. You cannot go into somebody's let's say somebody's reality and act as if you are act as though you no just act normally, almost like let's say Angolan, and expect people to accept you. Like it's very difficult. Like people will actually make you an outcast. They won't talk to you that like normal, or normally. So yeah, that for me was difficult. But after that, I'd say that I had to kind of adapt into that reality and start to create my own, let's say, new identity in South Africa, and that literally made me more of a South African than an Angolan. Yeah, yeah, in some areas, and uh, and that nowadays actually benefit me because I mean in Angola if you speak English you're already a king, man. And then the other thing is like if you have so many, let's say you have a lot of backgrounds, you have a good and rich background, and you've been um, in different environments, that actually makes you smarter or more more I'd say that
Open-minded.
more open-minded. Yeah, that would be the right term. Yeah, more open-minded to actually do things and accept things, and to also um, always think outside of the box. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great, man. Like, actually, we had pretty similar situations. When the time I came to South Africa, I was like 17, turning 18 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I also had to, and my uncle just threw me there, left
Yeah.
without saying anything. My uncle is probably can be the same level as you, being the most
Uh,
random guy in on
uh,
the planet.
yeah.
He just threw me there and left, and then expect me to just grow, like in the most wild jungle that you could ever, like be in, like in South Africa. And at that time I didn't even know, like couldn't even speak a word of English. And then
Yeah.
I was it took me a while just to adapt to all the sort of like environments, a new reality. Thankfully, like most South Africans are actually genuine, good people, and they would
Mm.
help you in like most of the ways to. to kind of like make your life easier.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
and I learned a lot of stuff from South African people.
Mm,
And also this journey, I had a pretty similar not situation, I mean opinion that as you are, like, so having a rich background literally
mm,
made you think outside the box, think more like on different dimensions of the world, like a multi-aspect. Like you don't
mm,
think in one specific aspect. You would just, okay, I understand why that guy is doing this because I was in that situation. I know what happened. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
And also like create a mindset um like a laid back. It's not like a,
Mm,
a lot of people nowadays just rushing to do a lot of stuff,
yeah.
but like a more like a, okay, you need some sort of like a laid back,
Mm-hmm.
in your life, like
Yeah.
like
Chill.
a just, yeah, just chill a little bit. I think it's a good way of like dealing with, like now the other topic is about like depression. So a lot of people now being depressed, right? So I
Mm,
think the lack of that mindset, like, okay, it is what it is. I'm living off now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you
mm-hmm.
don't, in that way, you de-stress a lot from your
Yeah,
mind.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. It's almost like a YOLO type of mindset, like you only live
Yeah.
once. Yeah, yeah. I see
But,
what you mean.
yeah,
But
but, yeah.
mhm. I wanted to ask you, like, how's your how would how different is China in terms of culture? How's China different from South Africa culturally?
So I was about to say that ever since I came back, a lot of things that I just seems like I picked up a lot of stuff that I didn't really notice when I was like when I before I came to South Africa, before, like
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't experiencing a lot of culture. So at that time I thought like, oh, that was normal, like for me, you know what I mean? But now
Mm-hmm.
when I came back to China, okay. So first of all, like everyone is not as what do you mean? How do you say it? It's not as happy. I wouldn't say happy, but more like a intimate, or like from like a greetings, like sometimes I just want to like a handshake, or not even handshake, but like a
Mm-hmm.
dap, or like a fist bump. There's no sort of thing like that, man. You
Yeah.
don't do any of that.
Don't say that, bro.
You don't do any of that.
Yeah.
You just come. Sometimes I would just say, okay, I
Mm.
meet someone. I would say, in South Africa, you would say, yo, how's it, or how you doing,
Yeah, yeah,
something like that. But now, like, if you say that, it's a little bit weird. People will just look at
yeah.
you. What do you mean, like?
Like, what are you
So
doing, bro?
yeah, so
And
many
you're like,
times
yo,
I was
how's it,
just
bro?
holding back. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
many times I was just holding back my grating instinct,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Mm-hmm.
the other thing is like oh, everyone is just too busy, like it's rushing around, and it, there's good and bad things about that. The good things like the efficiency is improved,
Mm-hmm.
like you can
Yeah,
get things done really quick. So for instance,
yeah.
I can order something now and then get
Mm-hmm.
delivered tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So like
Mm.
like, do you know like a take a lot? It's
Yeah,
same
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
like a thing. Like if you order
Service, yeah.
something from TikTok, okay, you're gonna wait for like a week or something, and then your
Yeah.
parcel might get stolen. You don't even know. Like the guy, the courier guy wouldn't even call you sometimes. You just like, oh, okay,
It's gone, bro.
yeah, it's gone. Like when you at work, when you as
Yeah.
okay, I
Sorry?
think we need to we have 10 minutes left. After that, we need to start another meeting probably. Do you think so?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no
So
problem.
you were just gone. Like when you out in the work and when you studying and then you got like a phone call from your Korea guy say, "Oh, Mr. Oliver, your parcels arrived." And then we get back home. It's gone. Like no parcels like person. You know what I mean? So that's the good thing of improved efficiency and all the stuff. The bad thing is like
Mm,
you don't feel the goodness of from strangers. You know what I
mm,
mean? You know what I mean? So like from
yeah.
every time I go to the shop from in China, I go to the counters. So I picked
Mm,
up, let's say I picked up a drink, and then
mm-hmm.
they scan that thing, and then they don't even say anything. They don't say hello. They don't say how are you. They don't
There's
say
a
goodbye. No,
wow
you just show your phone. There's like a whatever code, barcode,
code. Yeah.
whatever, and then they just scan that, and you just go. They expect you to just go, man. Like leave me alone.
Have you, have you
Yeah,
ever greeted somebody and they never greet you back?
many times, and then now I don't even grade.
Snap, bro.
Yeah, it's just
Oh,
insane, man. Yeah, it's just
oh, that's
insane.
crazy, actually. Yeah,
So that's the
but I
thing.
mean, do you think that, generally speaking, would you say that, because I heard that the less intimate people are in general in society, the worse, or the higher is the tendency of people actually being depressed or anxious. So do you
Oh,
think that that is a reality there?
um, it depends. 'Cause the thing is, I can't say for all the people, and only based on my experience, what I know of,
Yeah, yeah.
in China, everyone is very tired now. Like, let's
Mm,
say from a younger generation, they have to go to school like endlessly. They all have sort of like a okay, from a young age they learn okay
mm,
piano, they learn violin, they learn how to draw, they learn swim, they learn whatever judo, taekwondo, whatever. So their schedule is fully packed. So
mm.
in that sense, what I mean is like sometimes they don't even have time to be depressed. You get what I'm saying?
It's a. I see what you
Yeah.
mean.
Yeah, but
Hmm.
sometimes if you look like back to South Africa, you will say
Hmm.
like a lot of people actually depressed. Some
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
Yeah,
Mm,
so I guess it's very complicated. Like I wouldn't say like a less intimate people are the more depression rates they will
mm,
have. I don't
yeah.
think yeah, I don't really think that's a correlation
Mm.
in there.
Oh, I see
It's
what you mean.
yeah, it's more complicated than that, I feel like. Yeah.
Hmm. Because but whenever people, because I feel like you guys are, um, from what I'm hearing, it's like you guys. It's not like I would talk to a random guy on the street, but I usually would talk to people that are part of my club. Let's say, for instance, if I go for music, I would meet a lot of people that are doing the same thing with me. When I go to school, when I go for driver's license, let's say, what else do people like sport, any kind of sport?
Yeah, yeah,
You would meet
definitely.
people, and then you will make them like your friends and stuff, and you
Yeah,
guys would talk.
yeah,
Oh, I
definitely.
see.
I wanna just mention that it's like once you know the
Mm,
guy from like a certain clubs or certain class, certain whatever party, and you
mm,
guys would just like the small group would just like formed, and then you guys would just talk
mm.
like crazy, like a best friends or something like that, you know.
I see what you
It's
mean.
just like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
for stranger. It's just for strangers, like, oh, okay, I don't really know you. I don't want to. Something. I think it's part of Asian culture. I
Hmm.
think for like Japanese, the same.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not sure about Korean.
Hmm.
Korea is always different, I feel like.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to be racist, but for me, Koreans are like the white people of Asia, bro.
Yeah, Korean, they
Yeah,
kind of like transformed into white people. Like I don't know, man.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's crazy. But I believe that they are more westernized
But same for
than the
Japan
rest.
though.
The Japan as well, as well. Yeah, I'd say
Yeah,
that.
but the Japanese people aren't like that.
But I believe the Japanese they are
They even
westernized,
work
but at the
clothes.
same time they're very culture orientated.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, whereas
Not like
the
Korean people.
Koreans,
They all
yeah,
westernized.
they're
Yeah.
very westernized, man. Yeah, from the clothes to the way they are, and the culture is very or Western, man. Yeah, true. Yeah,
Yeah,
yo, and
but
would you say that that how are no? The question I want to ask you: are you still in contact with your friends that you had before you left
you
for South
know,
Africa?
the thing is like it just turned out to be different. Back in the days we
Mm,
were so close. We would hang out so often. Like I still remember back in the days when I was in grade maybe 9, 10, not even 9, 10, it's like a grade 8 or 9. And
mm,
I was in the best circle of friends group, like a friendship group, like in that
yeah,
class. Like I will tell you a story that so basically, we were in a middle school, and then there was like a lot
yeah,
of classes, and then our
yeah.
class is being notorious the most naughty class ever. Like from
Yeah.
ever, from all the teachers, like a review, you guys being the naughtiest class ever, and I
Yeah.
was with the naughtiest group of people in that class. And the funny thing, what is the funny? The funniest thing, I was the top student still. I
Yeah.
was like a top three, not even top, not top five student, top 10 student still. Then I was sitting at the back of the
Crazy.
class with those people
Yeah.
hanging around, and that was how crazy I was, man. And then
Yeah.
we were used to ride a bike as a group. I'm going to because I was living in a coastal city, so we were
Yeah. Yeah.
literally during the night off after school. We literally just ride bicycles straight to the beach, and then we're literally just
Wow.
chatting around, hanging around in the night, and then sometimes. We're going to I used to play like a badmintons, man, like literally.
Mm.
So we used to go to like a field of courts where you can play a
Yeah.
lot of sports, and then we just play that. I was a lot
Oh.
of fun.
Yeah, that's
We
good,
go to
bro.
the clubs together, but ever
Mm.
since I went to um high school, things
Mm.
changed a little bit because the high school pressure is just too much. It's just insane in China.
Listen,
Yeah, it's just
would you?
insane.
How's the how does it differ from the South Africa high school?
Okay, I have to just end this meeting now and then we start a new meeting because it's
Oh,
only
wow.
1 minute left.
Oh, I see. I see. Let's do that.
Yeah, cool. I was talking about my high school life. So, what do you want to ask?
Oh, yeah. I wanted to know how was your like in terms of education,
Yeah,
in terms of let's say things that people would like care more, which is making friends in high
yeah,
school
yeah.
and what else? Yeah, yeah. How was it like?
So basically, we have a really, really strict. I think same for Korea people. They also have like a really highly stressed high school life. So for us, it's like okay, you have to basically pause, not even pause. You have to do like a university entrance exam, like it's just all
Mm,
unionized, man. Like it's just for like
mm,
whole people across the world, across the whole country. So
wow.
basically, every high school takes that very seriously, and they have to, okay, let's say go to school at 7, back in the days, man, when I was at high school. Okay, in 7 a.m. In the morning, you had to go to school, and then
Yeah.
you had to like study right away, and then till like maybe 12 p.m. I mean,
Damn.
yeah, 12 a.m.
No
Is it
break.
a.m.? No, 12 p.m. Yeah, 12 p.m. You have like a 1 hour break for like maybe lunch and a little bit like a nap. And then in the afternoon, from 1 p.m. till like 6 p.m., you study all
Wait,
the
wait. You guys
time.
are taking nap in class in school.
You could
If you want.
stay at school like in the class, but there's also student res.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. And for some other people, they're going home. So depending on sort of like,
Where you
personal
saying? Yeah.
choices. Yeah, yeah. And then um all the way till 6 p.m. You get maybe another hour for eating and relaxing. And then
Wow.
from 7 p.m. till 10 p.m. you study
What,
again. Yes.
bro?
Yes. That's how strict, how like a depressing like your high school life gonna be, man.
Snap. But I mean, like that's from grade. What from what
Grade
grade to what grade?
grade grade 10 to grade 12.
Nah, bro, that's crazy, man.
Yeah. So the turning
Yeah.
point is where I went to high school and then I feel like yo, this is packed with studies. I can't really
Mm,
cope this much anymore. And
yeah.
actually I was still at the top of the tier list. I was like a maybe like a top 10 during the class, but I got like a sick during that year and also
Mm,
like I feel like too much pressure.
mm-hmm.
So here comes my most random people. My uncle came and then tell me like, okay,
Let's go to
nephew,
South Africa.
yeah, you can go to South Africa. I'll take care of you. And then,
Did he say
you
that?
know, yeah, and then I'll take care of you. Don't worry about that.
And he changed his mind.
And then yeah, and then I believed him. And I came
Mm,
like I follow his okay. I said like uncle, I believe you. Whatever you said is right. And you were like the guy I was looking
older.
up to when I was young. Huh?
Yeah. He's older and he's wiser. I mean, he's doing business and stuff.
Yeah. So you're the guy I was looking up to. I was like, yo man, I believe you. So I came to South Africa. He left.
Man, he's left you just like at somebody's house. Like, yeah.
Yeah, he just left me in somebody's house, man. My bank account
This is
even
betrayed,
wasn't
bro.
my South African bank account wasn't even open. So he just left. So I
What?
had to deal with all sort of stuff. And I'm telling you the
Don't
other
say
crazy
that.
thing. Huh?
He made you grow up, bro.
Too much. Like too much.
Mm,
And I'll tell you another story. So
mm.
this is a little bit off topic, but like it's fine. So I was at Abbas. I finished my grade 12. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I
Yo,
can hear
Floyd.
you. Yeah.
Your screen is
Yeah, I can hear
frozen.
you. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, I can hear now. So basically,
Yeah.
I was at Abbas, finished grade 12, like matric exams. And then during that, like in December, I was like, okay, I told my uncle, cool, uncle, how about like a university life's gonna start? I need a car or something like that. And he said like, yo, no worries. I know where to buy cars, man. Like we go to Joburg. Like we go to like a
Mm.
Gauteng. There's like a car, like a Zambezi road, man. I still remember that road. For my life, I will
Yeah.
never forget about that road, the name of that road. Zambezi Road, man. Like a
Yeah.
kilometers, all of the car dealers there. And my
Is
uncle
it?
told me, yeah, my uncle told me, yo, no worries. Like your father just sent me money to help you sort out this thing, man. It's no worry. It's a deal already done, man. I was like, yo,
Yeah.
we booked a flight, we went to Gauteng,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
we saw this Zambezi Road, this all sort of cars, man. I was like, yeah, we're picking up the cars. And
Mm-hmm.
actually, we found a nice deal. My car, the blue
Mm.
car, Toyota, it's a nice deal. It's
Yeah.
like 120,000 rand, and the
Mm.
kilometer, the mileage is only like 20 something thousands.
Yeah.
Not 20,000, 2,000, man.
Yeah. It was
Is
almost
it?
like brand new.
Yeah, or it's
Mm.
20,000. I forgot. It's like brand new stuff, but it was in an
Mm.
accident at the back. It's no
Oh
worries.
yeah.
And then my uncle bought that car. We drove all the way from Gauteng back to Cape Town. It's a
Yeah.
1,600 kilometers far.
Bzz.
It took us 2 days to just to get back to Cape Town.
Is it?
And yeah, it's just crazy, man. My uncle drove that car. I was in the passenger seat, man, next to him. I was like playing music for him, talk to him, give him like a Red Bulls, man. And you know what's the funny thing? I'm telling you.
Uh,
Okay, we're back
yeah.
to Cape Town. According to the South African law, you have to have a wheel spinner, spare wheel, and jack,
The triangle.
uh, a jack, right? The three stuff.
Mm. Mm.
So, my uncle told me, yeah, I know where to buy this stuff. Let's go. We went to a random shop, a warehouse. We bought the stuff.
Mm.
My uncle even like for the wheel spinner, man. That's the thing where it just messed me up, man. My uncle even didn't even like try to like use this try the wheel spinner. He just took a random wheel spinner. And then, okay, that's all. But without
It-
like anything happen for
That's
2 years. Without anything happen for 2 years until the
yeah.
time I went to longer. You still remember
Yeah.
I almost died in longer.
Oh, when you go
So
to Langa.
yeah, during the load shading stuff, during the load shading time, and
Nah,
there's
bro.
another people. There's another people I'm gonna mention. John, he
Mm.
set me up.
What do you mean,
John,
said you?
okay, John. I think he's gonna be another most random people as well. So,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
what happened is like I was still like in back in UCT studying the night, and then after I think it's a Friday night, 7 p.m.
Mm.
So John just called me, yo, bro, how you doing, man? Like let's just meet up in my house, man. We got to
Yeah.
chat, man. I was like, yo, no problem. And then I
Mm.
drove on the road, and then now it's just suddenly load shading. I couldn't even say anything. And the only thing I
Yeah.
use is Google Map, GPS. And then I
Nah,
missed
bro.
one little turn. And then the Google
Nah.
Map took me all the way like all around back through Langa
Mm.
and then back to where I was. But I didn't know that. I didn't know
Nah,
that.
bro.
Yeah, and then I followed the GPS. And then there was like a big turn. I turned, but I overturned. It's just too much. And then I knocked on
Yeah.
the island in the middle, the curb.
Yeah.
And then suddenly I just heard my tire just boom, 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 boom. I was like, no, 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 no. I had to turn, back on the side of the road, man. And then how
Yeah.
stupid I was, man. I took off the call, and then I start like grabbing the phone out and phoning people. And luckily there was
In Langa, bro.
yeah, and luckily there was some like a nice guy told me like, yo, bro,
Yo, to
no,
give a
it's
little bit of context to people that are listening, Langa is like one of the most dangerous township in South Africa, man.
yeah, it's like a
Like
ghetto.
it's like the worst ghetto ever, bro. Bro, if somebody found you that, bro, you would
They
be
kill
dead by
you.
now, man.
Yeah, I'd be dead already. So somebody just told me, bro, you can't just pull up your phone, bro. You have to put it back in your pocket, man. And then
Hmm.
I was like, yo, is that serious, man? Because that time I was phoning John, like he
Yeah.
wouldn't even like picking the phone, man. Picking up the phone, I was like, yo, what should I do?
Yeah.
And then all the people came. Some people are just really nice, man. They came, they helped me to change the tire. And then where the problem came. The wheel spinner
Mm.
is one size
Yeah.
larger. So I couldn't really like taking off the bolts from
Is
the
it
wheel. Yes. At that
from the
time
world?
yeah, at that time I was thinking like I was like, yo, you know, all my mind is like, how did my uncle just miss that shit, man? Like I was like, I was so mad. And then I called Bernie, I called Anna, I called John, I called a lot of people. And there was even like at the end, it was like a cop came and helped me finally
Is it?
to change the gear, I mean the wheels. And then he even told me like, yo, where's your stuff,
Mm.
man? Like your stuff is just not working. I should have fined you for like not carrying like the proper stuff, but I will let you go today, like something like that.
Is it?
So yeah, so that's how random
That
my
would
uncle
be
is, man.
ironic, bro. The cops that you call to come and
Yeah,
help you, bro,
he
they
was
would
my
literally
savior.
give you a fine.
Yeah, yeah, but he at the time, at the same time, he was my savior, man. That was so crazy.
Yeah.
So at that, you know,
But yeah, yeah.
so
You can carry on.
that thing literally taught me two stuff. One is like, okay, how random my uncle is, man. Like I can't really just trust him for like 100%. Sometimes I have to check for myself. Secondly, I learned like how to appreciate life. Literally after that instant, I was like, I came back home. I was like, yo, I feel like
Mm.
I gained another new life, man. Like it just too
Is
dangerous.
it?
Yeah, it just,
Mm.
I was like 10 p.m. Man. It was dark.
Mm. Yeah.
And in longer, bro, imagine
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
10 p.m. in longer is just crazy. It just
Yo, bro. The
yeah,
only time I was in Langa, we were escort, bro, because we were doing shooting a video clip for
yeah,
a guy, like a guy that I went to Abbott's with. Yeah.
yeah.
But we had police literally going with us, bro. Otherwise
Oh
we
my
would die.
goodness.
And they're South
That
Africans, man. Imagine now for a foreigner, man, just to be
exactly.
there in the middle of nowhere, trying to change your will while you're phoning people with an iPhone 13, bro.
Yeah.
They're just like,
Uh,
good God, bro.
so after that instance, I was like, yo, I appreciate life so much, man. Like nothing is actually making bother me.
Yeah.
Because I've experienced that kind of like a deal, like where it
Mm.
set me up like a really free mindset, like a good mindset for my life. I think
Mm,
this
that's
is
good.
I think this is where a good part of you in South Africa learning so many things,
Mm.
experiencing so many things, Like if I
Yeah.
were still like staying in China, I probably like I wouldn't even know um other people's culture, like being so arrogant probably, like I
Mm.
don't really appreciate life and all sort of that.
Mm.
So how
I see
about
what you
you?
mean.
How about you? Like, I want to ask you, back in the days, I still remember you were struggling with your relationships. So
Mm.
how that happened? How did that happen in South Africa where you couldn't really hold back yourself?
That's a crazy thing, bro. Uh, I'd say I I came from a breakup with a girl that was living in Angola. So it was like a long distance relationship that which lasted for 4 years, bro, straight. Always loyal and all this kind of stuff. But then I believe with the trauma that I went through, I wouldn't say trauma because I'm black, I don't get traumatized, but joking, but with the fact that I never got to heal from the past relationship literally was just making me go through a phase of just making bad decisions, you know? So the decision I was making was more based on the fact that I wanted to almost like heal from the wound that I had. But I didn't know that yet. One friend actually warned me. I told him like, "Yo, bro, I'm dating this girl," and he asked me for the description and all this kind of stuff, which I don't want to like talk about the person or whatever. But when I when I described everything, it was like, "Yo, dude, you're crazy, bro. I think you need to heal, bro. Like you still sick, man." And I was like, ah, nah, bro, you don't know what you're talking about. But then, but then I realized that that actually was true. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how crazy you were. Because like just so many stories just happens. Because from what you've asked me, it was just like a few girls already. Like from
Mm.
like phone call or from a physical, like inviting the girls into the house, or from the being like a stepdad already, just like a just being crazy. So
I feel like you like that part, bro.
yeah. So well,
Yeah.
like it just felt like a movie, man. Like if I
Mm.
were a director or I were a screenwriter, I would just write your story in that like a movie, like. So for those who don't really know, so I want to just like from my point of view, I want to say how I I saw this story happening.
Mm.
So I still remember that's when I was still like doing the remote learning stuff. So I was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
at home studying. So I still remember that was like Apple events was happening during that time. And
Yeah.
then so so I was like watching that Apple event, and then Floyd, you just suddenly came into my house, my room, and asked me something about sushi stuff. And
Mm.
I was like, "Yo, are you buying for me or buying for the house, or what are you buying for?" And then, and
Come on,
then
Ed. You're the only Chinese guy in the house. So I
and,
was like, this is the only Asian dude. Let me just ask for him, bro.
and then ended up he was buying that for a girl. Like he's on my on my like I swear to God, on my mom's life. Like this
Mm.
guy, Floyd, never spends a penny on me.
Oh, bro.
And then at that time, he was spending $200 of sushi for a girl. And then I was like, yo,
Yes.
what's happening with him? And then I was like, yo,
Yeah,
okay, he's dating someone, understandable, like, you have to, pay for a meal or something, it's fine. And
yeah.
then
Mm.
for a while I came out. I just saw, where's Floyd? And couldn't see anyone. And then I went to the kitchen area. For those who don't really know, the kitchen where Floyd is living outside of the house, where it's connect to the kitchen, where you can see through his room window, through the kitchen window, the room door through the kitchen window. And then I just suddenly saw I was washing cause I was washing some dishes, and then I suddenly saw Floyd just like a phew, there's a curtain closed from his door. I was like, yo, this guy is pulling off his game. I was like, yo, this is happening, man. So like, what happened? And I didn't really care anything. I was like, yeah, that's normal, man. He's playing his games and then he's winning. And then I went to the gym. After 2 hours, I came back, and then I just saw Floyd like in the backyard, sitting on the bench with a girl. I was like, yo, this guy is so good. And then I didn't really ask anything. I didn't really bother you guys. I came back to my room. And then during the supper time, Bernie, the house owner, just, they cook dinner for us. Suddenly asked me like, yo, do you know like Floyd just burned his almost burned his house his house I mean his room down into ashes. I was like, yo, what happened? Turned out like you were actually for the atmosphere, buying the candles, putting on the like the table on the side of the bed, and then somehow you guys moving the bed, and then whatever the stuff, the candle just fell down onto the bed, and then was smoking, man. Right? You just
Yeah.
burned the batteries, man. So tell me, like at that time, are you
Yeah.
really just for the sake of like having a relationship, or do you have something else just to what happened? Like, like at that time? What is your mindset? Uh,
Um, like I said, I was just moving with emotion, bro. I believe that what they were literally bad decisions, bro. I have to be honest, and those decisions were just me trying to almost like trying to cope with the pain, you know.
but do you
So,
think? But do you think? Did the South African culture actually affect you a bit?
well, I'd say that it made it worse. It's not like the culture affected me because I'd say that I have to be accountable for the mistakes I make and the decisions I also take and stuff. But I'd say it just made it easier for me to do to make even worse decisions, you know? Like in the sense of like I like I said, I went through this whatever relationship and whatever. And then when I moved on into a place where I was single, and whatever I found that whatever like whatever person I met in the past, because I don't want to talk about the person, I it was like almost like easier for me to get into a relationship because I believe that the situation was right for me to just start a relationship, because in South Africa it's easier to do that, uh, whereas in my country I would just be single, man. Yeah,
I see. I
yeah,
see. Yeah,
yeah. Because in South
I would.
Africa, yeah.
Yeah, I would second him that. I would agree him because sometimes it's just easier just to have a like an unhealthy relationship with
Mm,
some girl
yeah,
and ended up you feel like oh actually it cost me a lot but I didn't really gain a lot of stuff or there's no benefit for me actually. It made me worse in the sense
yeah,
that your mindset and your the whole life.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, but tell me, bro, you cannot escape, right? You better tell me about the story that when you were dating this psycho, bro. Bro.
Which one?
Oh, which one? Oh, you remember you told me that you met this psycho, I think on what? Facebook?
Yeah,
Instagram?
yeah,
Something like that.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like her name. No, no, no. She's. I think she's got hurt before. I think some kind of like previous relationship or something, and then she's kind of like a can't being weird and a little
Mm,
bit like a needy. I would say.
mm,
And then at that time, I was also being corrupted with my mind.
mm,
Because of
mm,
the stress, I think I go from university and study all the stuff, and then
mm,
it clouded my brain a little bit, and I wasn't thinking straight. So I was like,
mm.
maybe for the sake of having a relationship, and I would okay go for
The
this
stress.
really yeah go for this relationship, and then we would just like video calling each other, the WhatsApp every night, and to a point
Were you at
where
at Bernie's?
no. I already moved out by
Oh, I
myself.
see.
Yeah, yeah. And to a point where things getting a little bit weird. So showing her very strong of controlling people's,
Mm,
behavior or like controlling people, like the tendency of
mm,
controlling people, controlling me of like, oh, why don't you just calling me at that time now? Because what do you do? Like, just answer me,
mm,
something like that. Like even during the daytime, like when I was at school, she would send me a message like, oh, just answer me, send him like, just you don't ignore me, whatever, whatever.
mm,
And where just keep calling me afterwards, like, after school. she was just video calling me, even though sometimes I don't want to like video calling her. Like I was like, can we just like have a normal phone call? And she's
Yeah.
like, no, what are you hiding for? What do you do? Like, come on, why don't you just video calling me? What are you hiding for? Something like that. I was like, oh no. But I still
Mm-mm.
like it lasted for like two or 3 months, and
Yeah.
uh, and bro, she's even
But you guys
talking.
meet in person.
She's I was about to tell you, and she's calling me like and she's talking some weird stuff as well, man. At the end of
But
it's just weird, man. It's getting weird.
what do you mean weird, bro?
Like she's talking something like more explicit, man. Like
Oh, I see, I
was
see.
yeah. And yeah, and then one day like I decided just to, um meet her up, or
Hmm.
where she kind of like I think like I thought to a point where I couldn't really stand up, like sorry, I couldn't really put on with her. Like I was like, okay, let me just meet her up, like for the first time, maybe for the last time. And
Yeah.
then we met up in a coffee shop where she was late for like 30 minutes. And then where I
Man.
was like, yo, this is my chance, man. I'm gonna tell her like, yo, I'm gonna end this relationship whatsoever, man. This is a good chance. And then I just, I just paid the bill. I left, and then by the time she arrived, already gone, man. I was like, I phoned her. No, I sent her a message. I was like, yo, because you were late and all the stuff, man. I don't think this relationship gonna work or whatever. And then where she just kept calling me different people's phone number, and then it got me scared,
Man.
man. Yeah, like I was like, oh, and then for like that thing lasts for like 2 days, man. Like, and then like a third day, fourth day, like gradually, I just block her every time, and then yeah, sort of like end
This,
the story. Yeah.
this guy like to ghost people, man.
No, she's weird,
This,
man. She's so weird. Bro,
yo,
that
talking about girls, you should tell me about that girl that had almost like a Chinese fetish. What do you call it? I don't know how to say that in fetish. I
Ch
guess that is it. It's almost
the
like
Chinese.
she just like Chinese guys. I mean,
Which girl is it? Which girl are you talking about?
the one you took her to that fancy museum, bro.
Oh
The
man,
one that you
no.
never took me to, bro. Look at this name,
No,
bro. You took a
yeah,
girl,
yeah,
man.
I'm telling you the story, but she's also having problem, I guess. But
Yeah.
yeah, we met up online, and we met and it was nice, and we went to the museum. They went to the quiet room, like it was like a dark room where I played the documentary of being like of something, some sort of like a creature stuff, like how the creature evolved, whatever. And it was quiet. There was like a large sofa, was a cushion,
Yeah.
very large. We were just,
Oh, I know that room.
that room.
It's almost, yeah, I know that room. It's almost like he has an entrance on the right hand side and an exit on the
Yeah,
left.
something like that. It was dark, whatever. It was
It's
dark. It was
super
playing
dark.
documentary, and they were sitting
Yeah,
there. And then for the bro, I just like we just kissed, man. I was like
yeah. Mm.
we couldn't really help each other. We just kissed. And to a
Yeah,
point
yeah, yeah,
like it just we're gonna like he's just crazy. To a point that
yeah.
we wanted just to book a hotel or something, like you know what I mean?
Look at this guy.
And then afterwards, man, we dated for like another few days. And
Yeah.
then ended up like I think she kind of like a dating another man or something, like a just
What do you mean,
so
bro?
so I found it out. Like So she's
Oh
kind
my
of like
God.
yeah. That's why I don't want to tell you guys, and I just want to like
Mm.
we just end like we ended this sort of thing. Like that's the
What do
thing
you
I don't
mean
want to tell
she
you
was
about, man.
dating, bro?
She was
Because I
dating
mean,
two. She was dating two men, bro.
besides you,
Yeah,
so you were the.
no, another man too, like me and the other
Oh,
guy.
I see you and another guy. I
Yeah,
see.
I was
Oh,
like,
I see.
no,
Oh,
man, I'm not gonna do this, man. So
snap.
automatically we just ended.
Crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you, man. That's what I'm telling you. Just
Mhm.
some girls are just naturally crazy.
Yeah. That so when it comes to women's in general, like Chinese and South Africans, how do they differ from each other?
It's the same or even worse. So
What do you mean even worse?
I would say in China it's
Mm.
more like having a tendency close to American,
Oh,
the
snap.
culture. Yeah, the girl. Like a
Mm.
so I would tell you one story that I was in the gym and then there was like
Mm.
some girl like working out while live stream. Like with the
Wow. In
fancy
China.
stuff. Yeah, with fancy stuff, a tripod, a camera, like an iPhone, and then there was like a lighting, the circle lights.
Oh, I see. The ring lights.
Yeah, the ring lights. And then they were
Yeah.
doing this.
Neither. Uh,
Yeah. So
yeah.
from that point of view, I was like, okay, it's being westernized totally, I feel like.
Yeah.
Like at least most
Yeah.
of them. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. But I believe that is the tendency in pretty much every area in the world right now, man.
exactly.
That 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 is so difficult to find a there's a traditional woman or somebody, yeah, with brains.
Exact.
Yeah.
Okay, exactly. Yeah, I agree with you. But
Hmm.
we're gonna save that topic for the next video.
Yeah.
Probably we're gonna play like a video of like Andrew Tate or like Jordan Peterson or other famous notorious
Hmm.
or whatever people or
Yeah.
like Piers Morgan even. We're gonna discuss
Yeah.
what do you think on their point of view and
Hmm.
all sort of stuff like that. We can discuss about like
Hmm.
gender pay gap, and we can discuss about the value of a man. We can discuss how do you achieve your goal in your life, all sort of stuff.
Hmm.
Yeah, but I
Well,
think
seriously.
today's video is gonna be there's already enough stuff for me just to add it into a really like a nice podcast. And
It's good.
thank you for joining me, man, today, bro.
Hmm. My
You're
brother's
the
here,
you
man.
no, it's for real,
Hmm?
for
Yeah, I
real.
just yeah.
I
But
thought
it's
he went
it's
to I thought he went to a Ben's trip.
uh no, if coming here maybe, yeah. That's what he meant.
Oh, where's your brother, man?
I think he's busy now. I think he's eating.
Nah, man, eating, bro. Come on, man. Eating is not bad.
I think he went to the kitchen right now, but yeah.
Oh, and also for the next video, I want to talk about like your fitness journey and
Yeah,
yeah, fitness journey first, and then we're gonna discuss about like the hot topics like the LGBTQ people and the Andrew Tate and Piers Morgan and Jordan
yeah. Mm,
Peterson, all those like how do you think of each of them and
that's good.
things
That's
like
good.
that. Yeah.
That's really good, man.
All right, man. We're gonna
Yeah,
just test the water now for this podcast, this recording, man. Like, okay, bro.
that's good.
please be on time next time, man. Just crazy for me just to delay again and again and again and again, bro.
You still, bro, was driving still, man. Yeah, that's
Bro,
good,
but
bro.
yeah, but okay, off this topic, man. How do you how are you doing, man?
Yo, I'm doing fine, bro. Just had a very nice day. Can I share a screen here, or is you're the only one who can do that?
No, you can share.
Oh yeah, it's here. Only those can share in this meeting. Oh, unfortunately, this for this meeting. Or you have to give me authorize me to do so. I don't know.
What? You can do that, I think.
It says only the
Oh,
host
oh,
can
oh, no.
share
You
in
can
this
you can
meeting.
share that again. Share that again.
Oh yeah, now it's yeah. Let me show you. Today I went for album. Is there only pictures? It only shows pictures, right? Not videos.
You can show videos, I guess.
Uh, it's been a while since I last was using this stuff. What?
So I want to ask you guys. So oh, okay.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see.
Yeah.
Bro, I
Yeah. Today I
can't
was shooting videos
bro,
like
bro, I
on a
can't
park.
believe you using like the newer iPhone, bro. Like your
Is a yeah. So I was recording this
Okay, so
hairstyle,
are you shooting for a barber
and
shop?
then it is a spa actually, but they have a bar a hair salon,
Oh,
and I was shooting also
for the gym.
this.
Is the
Yeah, it's
same gym you're going to, or
yeah, it's the same one I go to. It's
because
actually a nice.
it
It's
looks
a very
big,
nice one.
bro.
Oh no, this is the CrossFit area.
Yeah, but the whole gym is very big.
Yes, it's big. Yeah, it's very big. It's more or less the size of that Planet Fitness we used to go to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we had this girl that she was almost like the model for today,
Yo,
and we
I gotta, I gotta put me back to to my diet, man. I can't just deal
is
this
it.
anymore, man. Yeah,
So this is what we're shooting for today.
I think she needs on her diet as well.
Yeah,
I'm joking, but I need to
yeah.
go back to my diet, man.
No, it's true, bro.
Yeah,
Because you say you're now on weighing 100, right?
102, bro.
Sure.
The thing is, like, my strength gone up, man. Like, I can bench press more. Bro, I can just even lifting more. But the thing is, like, I gotta sacrifice my
Mm.
muscle for lower percentage body fat percentage, man.
Yeah. How much you weigh?
Yeah.
How much you bench pressing?
I can bench press 90. Like, I don't really have a sporter,
Oh.
so I
90
can bench,
was a lot.
yeah, for like a 2 or 3 reps. Uh,
Sure, that's good.
but if I have a sporter, probably I can bench like 100. I want to bench 100 without a sporter, man.
Is it?
Yeah, that's
But I
my
mean,
goal.
you probably can do.
Yeah, but I'm scared, bro. Like, there's no sporter, man.
Yeah. If it's your PR, what is your PR, man?
I don't know, man. I never tested.
Is it? But I mean,
Yeah.
like one that the maximum that you ever lifted
Uh,
without
90,
somebody.
90, 90 for like a bench press. And now for the dumbbell, I can do like a 36. Like on each
Ooh,
side,
that's good.
36. Yeah, 36 for dumbbells.
That's good.
Shoulder press, I can do like 26.
Snap.
Yeah, that's what I'm
That's
telling you.
actually good though.
My strength gone up.